Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the IFC Climate Business Forum in Vienna. We are live on Facebook with the digital media zone, Climate is My Business. My name is Giulia Braga with the World Bank Group Connect4Climate initiative, and I'm very pleased today to be here with Mr. Kiril Shevchenko, CEO of Ukrgasbank. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it correctly.
Good afternoon. I'm Kiril Shevchenko, CEO of Ukrgasbank.
Thank you so much, Kiril, for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you are doing to green banking, basically, through your institution?
So today, Ukrgasbank is the first and the only green bank in Ukraine, even in the region. We are state-owned bank, and we are providing finance in three main directions. Mm-hmm. The first one is renewable energy. Then it's energy efficiency measures for the companies, municipalities, even for the householders.
Fantastic.
And environment protection measures we also financed.
Great. And we are here at the Climate Business Forum. So what do you think is the role of businesses in advancing climate change and climate action?
Oh, that's a brilliant question. So when we're talking, we are a state-owned bank, but we are talking about the private business and the role of the private business.
Sure.
According to the IMF survey, private sectors accounts for over 60% in GDP in most countries. Mm-hmm. Therefore, involving private sector is critical for the climate changes protection. I see two ways to engage private sector. The first one, it's implementation of ESG, environment, social governance practice in day-to-day activity of private sector. It's the first one, it's the first way. The second one is engaging of or involving private sector companies to the CIB market. When I mention CIB, it's a climate impact bonds market, like green bonds, like a sustainable bonds, even cat bonds in that market. And we should involve the private companies not as a potential investors only, as issuers as well.
Absolutely.
And a combination of those two ways I mentioned, I really hope can help us reach the required effect.
Yes. And actually, what's your view, Kiril, on how we can scale up climate financing and climate action in Eastern Europe?
The scaling up of in Eastern Europe. Let me check the numbers in the papers.
Yes. But I mean, that's your region, right? So I'm sure you know by heart, also without any need for statistics, what's happening there, right?
Yeah, as I mentioned, so we as a green banks, we are trying to scale up this business, providing the financing.
Sure.
Providing the financing to the private companies. That's the main, and by the way, almost 100% our customers and the borrowers in green business, it's a private sector. Mm-hmm. And we also introduced some environment and social risk management system into the bank. What does it mean? It means that any project financed by us, we push our clients to be in line with the environmental and social criteria, not in the green business, in any kind of business we finance too.
Which is very, very important, and I congratulate you on this effort, because of course we need action to be taken at all levels, and not only by projects or companies that are specifically working on renewable energies or climate related matters, right?
And I can proudly say that we became a trendsetter in Ukraine.
Well done.
Thank you.
It's a lot of work, but you're doing an extraordinary job, really.
Yeah, and my belief is that this movement is unstoppable.
Wow, fantastic. And last question, I would like to ask you, since many of the people watching us are youth, young people, and this is a topic that maybe some of them were not familiar to, and hope we raise some awareness today. What is your message to the youth watching? What do you think youth should do to contribute to the climate business discussion?
We are, my generation, we are still living in the 21st century. And your generation will live in the 21st century. You all know that even the average temperature will decrease by 10% or 10 degrees Celsius by the end of the century if we do nothing.
Yeah.
So it's time to do something. If not we, who? If not now, when?
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Kiril Shevchenko, thank you for being with us, and congratulations for your fantastic work.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for watching live from the ISC Climate Business Forum in Vienna. We'll be back live soon with other interviews. Thank you.
Thank you.